everybody, and welcome to the 153rd episode of Movie and TV Talk. On this episode, I am going to be giving my thoughts on the movie Warfare. Let's get into this. So, this is not a typical military movie depicting a more recent conflict. If you ask me, the story in this movie is really just about this squad of Marines trying to get their squad out, as they basically are surrounded by bad guys on all sides. In the most basic form, that is what this movie is about. For me, what makes this movie really stand out is the way that they do things. About an hour and a half long movie, and the first 20 to 30 minutes was just the squad in a house, just watching people through windows, and primarily through their sniper scope with like a hole in the wall. There's pretty much no music, which to me makes the scene just that much more tense, and I loved it. The other thing is that most of the dialogue in this movie is just guys saying military jargon to each other, which really adds to making it just a little bit more authentic feeling. The big thing is that the movie doesn't do the thing of like glorifying the conflict or glorifying the squad of Marines either. In fact, I don't think the squad of Marines actually kill any of the bad guys when the action does start. They definitely tried to keep things as real as possible too. When the grenade gets dropped into the room our sniper guy was in, no one dies, but the dust in the room kicks up and stays picked up and thick for a good while. Same with the moment when the IED goes off under the first tank that comes for the squad. The way the explosive disperses and kicks up just so much dust in the street, and how long that dust just stays there. It's a small detail, but it's a detail that most military movies do not bother with. Not to mention the pieces of bodies after the IED goes off that remained in the street. They didn't just disappear like they despawned in a video game or something. It's something that most war movies don't touch. One other aspect that I liked in this movie is the way it was filmed. When we're with our main group of Marines, the camera doesn't go anywhere that they don't. At the beginning of the movie, the camera rarely went outside the house, and when it did, it would be looking from the outside into the house, like a window or something like that. We rarely got to see where the bad guys were, where they were coming from. Yes, they are there, but they're not really the focus when they would be there. Even when the squad would go out of the house, the street is the most we would see. The only exceptions to this was when a second squad of Marines came to assist the first squad, and then we'd follow. It looks like the AC-130 thing from like Call of Duty. I don't freaking know what it's called. Warfare is just such a well done movie that I actually don't have anything bad to say about it. I personally was not a fan of like some of the up close shots of the wounds and stuff. I personally found that to be a little gross, but that's just me. Everything about this movie, from the acting, the way it was shot, everything was just really well done. End of the movie doesn't even have proper credits. It's just photos of the real guys compared to the actors chosen for the movie. And yes, some of the real people photos, their faces were blurred for obvious reasons. Warfare is a good movie that comes highly recommended. That's gonna do it for this episode. So if you like this kind of content, feel free to subscribe. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.